Hello, good day viewers. In this tutorial, we are going to find a solution to this interesting calculus problem. The question reads, if x squared plus y squared is equal to 1, find the minimum value of x plus y. Alright, you should know that x squared plus y squared equal to 1 is an equation of a cycle with radius of 1 unit. So for instance, if I have my cycle here, I would like to draw it on a grid. We have y-axis and we have x-axis like this. All right, this is a cycle of radius 1 unit, so this is 1 unit. What if we form a right angle triangle here? This is a right angle triangle. We have an acute angle theta. This side here is y, while this is x. So we have y here, we have x here. Remember, we are looking for the minimum value of x plus y. So I would like to transform x and y in terms of theta, because I know that y is the same thing as sine of theta on a unit cycle, and x is cosine of theta. So instead, we have a new function. Instead of x plus y, we have a new function in terms of theta as what? X plus y, that is cosine of theta plus sine of theta. Next, I would like to find the critical points by setting the first derivative of this function to be equal to 0. The derivative of this function, f prime of theta, is equal to the derivative of cosine of theta is negative sine of theta. Then derivative of sine of theta is plus cosine of theta. So if you set the first derivative to be 0, this implies that negative sine of theta plus cosine of theta is equal to 0, and sine of theta is equal to cosine of theta in this case. So let's divide both sides by cosine of theta. Sine of theta divided by cosine of theta will give us tangent of theta. This is equal to cosine of theta divided by cosine of theta is 1. So we are going to solve for theta here from 0 to 360 degrees. So if you take tan inverse of both sides, it will give us the first solution in the first quadrant. So theta is equal to tangent inverse of 1. And theta is equal to pi divided by 4, or 45 degrees, all the same. So we have another solution in the third quadrant. And how can we obtain that? You can get that by adding pi to this, because tangent is periodic in every given pi, right? So if you add pi to pi divided by 4, you're going to get 5 pi divided by 4. So we have 5 pi divided by 4. So these are our critical points. But remember, we are interested in that critical point that will give us the minimum. So we are going to test these two critical points in the second derivative. If the second derivative is negative, it implies maximum. But if it is positive, it implies minimum. All right. So second derivative. The second derivative, we're only going to differentiate the first derivative in order to get it. So if you differentiate sine, you're going to get cosine. Already we have our negative sign. So this is equal to negative cosine of theta. All right. Then you differentiate this, you get negative sine of theta. So this is our second derivative. So to find which of these will give us the minimum, we are going to plug in this and this. Let's start with the first one. F double prime of pi divided by 4 is equal to negative cosine of pi divided by 4 minus sine of pi divided by 4. Cosine of pi divided by 4 is equal to root 2 divided by 2. So this is negative root 2 divided by 2 minus sine of pi divided by 4 is also root 2 divided by 2. So we have root 2 divided by 2. Since we have common denominators, we can add the numerators. Negative root 2 will give us negative 2 root 2 divided by 2. You can see that this is just negative root 2. And this is negative, right? Which implies that f prime prime of pi divided by 4 is less than 0, which means what? It is what? The maximum. So let's test the other one. F prime prime of 5 pi divided by 4 will be equal to negative cosine of 5 pi divided by 4, the minus sine of 5 pi divided by 4. This is equal to, cosine of this will give us negative root 2 divided by 2. So we have negative outside already, which is this one. So we have negative root 2 divided by 2 minus, this will give us the same value as well, negative root 2 divided by 2. So in each case, you can see that this and this will be positive, this and this will be positive as well. So we have root 2 divided by 2 plus root 2 divided by 2. Altogether, we have 2 root 2 divided by 2, which is equal to root 2. And since this is positive, it implies minimum. And that's our point of interest. Therefore, f prime prime of 5 pi divided by 4 is greater than 0, which implies minimum. So we have seen that since we are looking for the sum of x and y will be cosine of theta plus sine of theta, because we have replaced x with cosine and y with sine. So minimum value of x plus y would be cosine of theta plus sine of theta. But we have seen that theta is 5 pi divided by 4. So this is cosine of 5 pi divided by 4 plus another sine of 5 pi divided by 4. So we have this to be negative root 2 over 2, another negative root 2 over 2. If you add this together, you have negative 2 root 2 divided by 2. 2 will cancel 2, and this is equal to negative root 2. Therefore, x plus y will be negative root 2, as simple as that. Thank you for watching. Do share to your learning colleagues, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more exciting videos. Bye-bye.